So it looks like P. Diddy cannot catch a break because he is getting sued by one of his former employees for SA. And this is an actual male that is actually making this claim. So let's get straight into the drama. Okay guys, so this was reported on TMZ. So Diddy just been sued by a man claiming the mogul essayed him. The legal documents that were obtained by TMZ, Rodney Jones, he's a former producer and videographer for P. Diddy, claims he was repeatedly essayed by Diddy and subjected to unwanted advances by the associates of Diddy at his direction. How he's gonna prove that, I don't know. That P. Diddy told these people to essay him. That's gonna be a very hard claim to prove. Unless he has some form of text messages, screenshot, he's gonna need hardcore evidence to prove that. Jones claims Diddy, among other things, would grope his genitals and touch his booty hole. He goes on to allege that Diddy would parade around naked in front of him, and he believes Diddy was trying to groom him into having sex. He says Diddy would downplay the alleged assault as horseplay, and he goes on to allege that Diddy forced him to watch a video involving Stevie J having with another man. Jones included a screen grab of the video. Whoa, so he actually provided video evidence, screenshot evidence of this video? Now guys, it was actually an OF star. He ended up coming out saying that it was him and not Stevie J, which makes sense if it was a screen grab, because if he's showing you, like, it's not elaborated on, did he send it to you through text, did he show you in person, but you have a screen grab which tells me you took a screenshot of someone's video. So yeah. So back to the TMZ. It says there are more allegations. He says female cousin of Diddy's girlfriend, Young Miami, openly essayed him, attempting to have sex with him in front of Diddy and members of his staff. And there's more. Jones says Diddy brought P to his house in Miami, and on one occasion, Jones says he was present at the house and was deed and possibly raped. Now, TMZ provided this evidence apparently. These are the young girls. This is just photos of a man that might be Diddy, because I can't even see his face, with other girls. Like, are they holding their licenses up? How do you know they are underage? He also alleges at several parties, Diddy intentionally served women bottles of his tequila and vodka brands laced with D. There are more allegations, including bringing underage girls to Diddy's home and providing them with liquor. Okay, so here's my question. If you knew this, why didn't you tell the police you just let these young girls come in the house and drink alcohol? And you didn't say anything, and you believe this alcohol might be laced, and y'all telling me right now you just sat there and didn't do anything. You should be charged too, because you clearly knew these girls are underage and you didn't say anything then, but now you're saying your stuff. That's just sus. And this also makes me think maybe the lawyer's right and he is after a payday, which we're going to get into. Jones claims Diddy directed Stevie J and his son Justin Combs to recruit P's, and in Justin's case, he was instructed to find underage girls to attend the party. So you knew this beforehand and you didn't like tell the police, nothing. You just let these little underage girls get raped. Jones claims Diddy introduced him to Cuba Gooding Jr. on Diddy's yacht, and Cuba allegedly began touching, groping, and fondling Mr. Jones' legs, his upper inner thighs near his groin, the small of his back near his buttocks, and his shoulders. What is this photo right here? Apparently this is evidence right here. He's got his arm over the guy and they're talking, it looks like it. Also allegations of shooting where Jones says Diddy and his son Justin got into a heated argument at a LA recording studio. Jones says gunfire erupted and a man named G was hit and bleeding profusely from his stomach. Jones said Diddy told him to lie to the cops and say G was shot in a drive-by. It's worth noting LAPD investigated the shooting and reportedly found the victim had been shot outside the studio during robbery and merely ran into the studio while still bleeding. So it looked like that was a lie. In addition to Diddy, Jones is suing Justin, other employees, as well as virus record XX, and according to the docs, he's seeking at least $30 million worth of damages. We reached out to Diddy's rep as well as reps of Cuba and Stevie J. So far, no word back.
I apologize to anyone this video may be embarrassing to. Some of you may know me or may not. I'm a music producer who's a writer and musician, different genres. I started in the gospel and jazz and R&B and worked my way over to the hip-hop side. I've been working on an album. I took a year off straight working on this album. That album is the Love album, Off the Grid by Diddy. And it's Grammy nominated right now as we speak. I should be celebrating, but the truth is I'm not. Taking this album on has required so much time, months and at a time, 16 hours to 24 hours a day. Sometimes Diddy will request certain works to be done. Tell us don't go to sleep until it's done. And the truth is we'll be up for days trying to accomplish that. I've tried get my business straight with them on this album, but the truth is they're not playing fair. They hit me on below the belt on so many situations just dealing with this. It's the contract that they give me and the offer that they gave me was just disgusting. The producer fee, pennies. And on top of that, these guys are trying to steal my publishing. I can't go for that. So I'm fighting back. He's a fighter. I'm going to put in this fight. I got to do it for myself, my rights, and most importantly, my kids. Taking my publishing or stealing it is just, I'm not going to let that happen. Not going to let that happen. Again, this is one of those projects that took so much time from me. I missed with my family, just out working on this album. At what point I was running around with the hard drives, the computer, just to run the ball on this album and to finish the production on it and make sure that this album came to, a good project with good vibes, just where it is right now. And just to be offered little to no participation in this is highly disrespectful. I won't be that guy 20, 30 years from now looking back saying, I wish I'd done this. I'm going to do this now. Doing this situation is not easy. Taking Puff to court, suing him is not easy. I don't have the monies that it's going to take to fight him in court. So I'm just asking, if you...
So he was fighting before because of something completely different, and now I guess because he didn't get his way, he decided to throw all these allegations, but they also backfire on him because he knew and never reported to the police. And the lawyers had some things to say as well. It said a rep from Justin tells DMC categorically denies these observed allegations. They are all lies. This is a clear example of a desperate person taking desperate measures in hope of a payday. There will be legal consequences for all defamatory statements made by Combs' family. Diddy's attorney also said, Lil Rod is nothing more than a liar who filed a $30 million lawsuit shamelessly looking for an undeserved payday. His reckless name dropping about events that are pure fiction and simply did not happen is nothing more than a transparent attempt to garner headlines. We have overwhelming, indisputable proof that his claims are complete lies. Our attempt to share this proof with Mr. Jones' attorney Tyron Blackburn have been ignored, as Mr. Blackburn refused to return our calls. We will address these outlandish allegations in court and take all appropriate action against those who make them. So what do you guys think about this situation? I think it's so easy to make a lot of lies on celebrities because the thing is, they have so much money that they don't want to go through a 3 to 4 year court case regarding a damn lie, and they rather pay someone's silence. I heard this a lot. I heard this from another wealthy YouTuber, but he's one of the YouTubers I know. He gave like a little bit of insight of that, how other celebrities and people with a lot of money usually just pay a settlement and everything is off the books. In his case, he fought. And he said it was so hard. It was like having a second job. You had to do this, do that, gather evidence, get paperwork. It was a lot of work and it went on for a number of years, I think 2 or 3 years. And he said it was a lot of work to prove his innocence, and he actually won the court case, and he made a video basically explaining the whole situation. So it does make me think, like, when you have money, do you really want to go through the stress of that? And at the same time, if something like that happened to me, I would want to fight. I wouldn't want to go down in silence. I will fight to prove my innocence and then make a damn YouTube video explaining everything. And if no one wants to believe me, well, I'm just that type of person. There's no way you're going to tarnish my name. And if Diddy's innocent, let's hope he can do the same thing by fighting these court cases, etc. Again, if you guys want me to do a deep dive, I did do a voting thing. You guys can go vote. I am working on the Nicki Minaj, Jennifer, Kenneth story at the moment. It's like 1 hour worth of footage that I have, interviews, receipts. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button with notifications, because if you don't, P. Diddy is going to be under your bed tonight. So you better hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.